Okay, hello students. My name is Jonathan Kamulegeya. I'm a teacher of mathematics, and today basically we are going to discuss what we call vectors as it applies in mathematics. Now basically vectors refers to directions. That's what you're going to be dealing basically here, the simple concept. And in this video, my main concern is going to be to the triangle and the length of the line. Let's see how it works out. Now in this case, take an example. Take an example. If I have an axis, this one here, which is the y-axis, and this will be the x axis, and this is my 0 point. And I have 2 points. I have point A and I have point B. If you assume point A to be 2, 6, and point B to be 7, 3. 2 points. And now we have our origin. In this case, these points, they originate from this point here, whereby if we take this one, if we extrapolate this one here, that's the origin, and also that's the origin of that one. Now in this case, they want us to find the length of the line AB. We want us to get AB. Remember here we have O to A, that's the direction O to A, and O to B, that's the direction. Here we have OA, and here we have OB. And the question wants us to get AB. Therefore, we shall have AB to be the same as, because to move from A to B will be the same as A to O and O to B. It's going to be A to O plus O to B. In simple terms, here's going to be my AB. It will be now, since we have O to A, it's going to be now negative because we're changing the direction. When you change direction, we give it a negative sign. We change also the sign. Is it okay? In this case, because we know that A to B is positive. No. O to A is positive, and now we have A to B. In simple terms, we are going to reverse it. It's going to be negative O to A plus O to B. If we rearrange this thing, it will be the same as saying O to B minus O to A. In this case, my AB is equals to O to B minus O to A. And this one is going to be what we call the triangle law. The triangle law works like this, whereby if I have my AB, what I normally do, I get my B with O, I subtract off my A with O, meaning that OB is a vector minus OA is a vector. That's how it applies. Now, next time they will not give you AB, then they give you MN. It is the same thing. What you do is simply say O N minus O N. Even if they give you PQ, it will be the same as saying OQ minus OP. That's how it applies. It's not a big deal. Next time they will say something like that and say fine, it's vector. It's going to be the same as O that box, that square minus O cube, or triangle. That's how it works. It's not a big deal. That's how the triangle works. Now, let's try to get the length of AB using these points we have in that question. Try to draw a line here. Take an example. If I have my point A is 2, 6, and my point B is going to be 7, 3. And therefore, my OA, it will be the same as 2, 6, and my OB, it will be the same as 7, 3. We change these points in a vector form. Now, this is a vector form, and this is a point form. That's how it works. Therefore, my AB is going to be my OB minus O. Okay. Then after we just substitute, since we have our OB as that and our OA as that, therefore AB will be the same as saying 7, 3 minus 2, 6. Therefore AB will be the same as saying 7 minus 2 and then 3 minus 6. Meaning that my AB will be the same as saying 7 minus 2, it will be a 5. And 3 minus 6 will be negative 3. Meaning that therefore AB vector of A, B will be the same as saying 5, negative 3. That's how it works. Therefore, my dear student, have been able to calculate the vector of AB by using the triangle law. That's how we apply our triangle law in that case. Let me hope you have understood how to use a triangle law. Okay, let's go to our next concept. Our next concept was about to find the length of the line. Let's see how I can get the length of the line using the same concept here. I think I can clean up the blackboard so that we can get more ample space for our next calculations. Let me take off this part. So let me make some changes in this diagram here. Okay, assuming we have that same axis. In this case here, I'm going to draw this point here. If I extrapolate this point here, if I extrapolate my line to that point, also extrapolate this point here. Meaning that if we assume that this point here, from here up to here, it is x. Also from here up to here, it is y. Meaning that here we have a right angle triangle. If you are very critical enough, we have a right angle triangle, implying that it's going to be our A, our B, and our C. Meaning that we can apply Pythagoras theorem in this case. We shall say C squared is equals to A squared plus B squared. Whereby our C squared is equals to, our C squared, we can take it as AB, and B squared is equals to our A is going to be X squared plus our B is going to be Y squared. Therefore, AB, it will be the same as the square root of X squared plus Y squared. In simple term, the magnitude of AB will be the same as the square root of x squared plus y squared. Therefore, this is the formula we shall be using when you are calculating the length of a given line. In this case, the length of AB can be got using this expression. Let's try out using this expression and we see if we can get the length of the line. In this case, our AB, we have it here. Therefore, AB, since our AB is equals to 5, -3, I can rub off the other side so that we can have more space for our calculations and we see how it can work out. Now here, we know our AB as 5, -3. Now we can convert this vector into a point form. If we convert it, it will be the same as saying 5, -3. Therefore, we apply the magnitude of AB, which is the length, will be the same as the square root of x squared plus y squared. This is x and this is y. Therefore, we shall come and say the square root of our x, which is 5 squared plus -3 squared. Therefore, we shall have the square root. It will be 5 squared give us 25 plus 3 squared give us 9. Therefore here we shall have the square root of 25 plus 9. 25 plus 9 give us 34. We shall end up having our square root as 5.830 units. You place your calculator and you prove if our answer is 5.830. Now in this case, we have got the length of the line. Therefore, the length of this line with these points is going to be this, by using our expression of the length of the line. Let me hope, my dear students, we are together. We have understood how to get the triangle law and also how to get the length of the line. Let's do one more example to see how we can apply these two concepts in one number. Let's look and see how it can work out. I can wrap off so we can have more ample space for our other calculations concerning these two concepts which we have just learned today. Okay, we can write our question down, which says, given that OP, this is a vector which is 3, 7, and we have PQ, which is a vector also, and it is 5, -1. They want us where O is the origin. Here is the what? The origin. They want us to find the position vector of P of Q, not P, because we have P of Q, and also they want us to get the magnitude of OQ. In simple terms, the length of OQ. Okay, in this question, we can start by applying the triangle law, which was saying PQ, which says PQ is equals to OQ minus OP. In this case, we have our PQ in the question as 5, -1. 5, -1 is equals to our OQ, which we don't know, minus our OP, which we have as 3, 7. Our PQ is here in the question. OP is that one, and PQ is that. Therefore, just substituting the formula in a simple term, we are going to make OQ the subject, whereby this one, it comes beside on the equal sign. And if it jumps the sign, if it jumps the equal sign, it changes the sign. If it is negative, it becomes positive, and if it is positive, it becomes negative. Now, in this case, we shall have something like 5, -1 plus 3, 7 is equals to OQ. Here we can rearrange our question. We shall have OQ is equals to 5, -1 plus 3, 7. Which we can further simplify and have OQ. In this case, it will be 5 plus 3 and then -1 plus 7. Therefore, OQ, in this case, it will be 5 plus 3. I think we shall have 8, and 7 minus 1. Here, I think we shall have 6. In simple term, my OQ, the position vector they want me to calculate here, it will be the same as 8, 6. That will be my position vector. Let me hope you have understood how I have calculated it out. Now, let's go to part B. Part B was saying we should get what you call the magnitude of OQ. Magnitude of OQ to be the same as saying the square root x squared plus y squared. Now, in this case, we have our position vector, which is like this. Therefore, we can rewrite it as a point, and then it will be the same as Q. As a point will be 8 and 6, meaning that this is my x and this is my y. Implying that we shall have the square root of 8 squared plus 6 squared. Therefore, here we shall have the square root. If you square there, what do you get? Here we'll be getting 100. Therefore, here the square root of 100 is going to be 10, meaning that the magnitude of OQ is supposed to be 10 units. Therefore, the length of OQ was 10 units. Members, in this example here, I have applied my triangle law, and also applied the formula of length of the line. Let me hope this equation or this calculation has been of good use concerning vectors. Let me hope you have understood what I've discussed in this video. Please feel free to share this information with other students who are really struggling with the subject. Thank you for watching.